Hello YouTube, this is Darcy from Mad About Orchids. Sorry about the last video on my Platycerium and Cymbidium border. We suffered some minor technical difficulties, but I thought I'd give you this video update to rectify that problem. Alright, behind me here is Platycerium bifurcatum. As we all know, went on about in the last video. But anyway, Platycerium bifurcatum here is now starting to sort of go into dormancy. This is, since it's cooled off, we're now May 2nd. She's getting ready to go and die back and go into a form of dormancy. And we've got a lot of productive things going on at the moment. Things are in active growth or in preparing to flower or in spike. Right behind me here we have, this thing here poking me in the face and all that. This Cymbidium is Cymbidium Maybell. This year we definitely know I've gotten 3 spikes on her this blooming season, and I'm just looking forward to seeing her flower soon. I believe she will flower maybe August, but maybe earlier because she's showing buds now. Yeah, I'll show you. So here's one spike. Here's spike number 2 here. And we've got a third one in the centre, sort of where my arm is, down in there. This one here blooms lime yellowish green with a stark white lip with purple markings on it. This plant here is more than 20 years old. But yes, I've had to do some unspeakable things. So when I got it, it was very sad. Now it's repaying me with blooms. So there's another one, a couple of pots down, which I'll show you in a minute, that has a couple of spikes. And there's one up the back that has a couple of spikes, which I'll show you briefly. But all these orchids are grown under a great big ash tree in our backyard. For us in Melbourne, these Cymbidiums are hardy orchids for us. They need a winter low, not a winter low, summer lows at night of minimum of 10 degrees Celsius or under. But sometimes we get nights of more than 25 Celsius at night. So we have this big sucker here that's got 3 spikes, Maybell, and they're all going in a mix that I use for my Cymbidiums, ferns, and also Zygopetalums and a few other semi-epiphytic or semi-terrestrial orchids. Alright, now let me move you over here. So, what I've got them in is a mixture of pine bark, coconut husk, sphagnum moss, perlite, rock in the bottom of the pot to keep them stabilised, and fertiliser. I use slow release as well as liquid fertiliser. So on this one, right next to me here, well beside me, anyway. But before I get on to that, I'll show you the Platycerium bifurcatum here. This one here is 40 years old. They do get much larger than this one. This one's only a small clump compared to what it would have been if I left it alone. As you can tell, there's a yellowing frond right here. Just getting ready to shed the old fronds, ready for dormancy because it doesn't need it, because it won't be making much food for itself. So, here we've got an unknown Cymbidium. I do not know what colour it is, so on, so on, so forth. Right, this one here. Here's one spike here. I'm not sure if you can see it too well. One. And there's a second one here. Not sure if you can see it too well due to the camera quality. But these two I should expect to flower sort of around August, if not earlier. So, behind me here, beneath the Platycerium, Platycerium, we have this one. This one here is Cymbidium Alex Muffet. It is a hybrid of Alexandrii and Cymbidium Miss Muffet. Not sure if you can read that, but anyway. Cymbidium Alex Muffet is an older hybrid. This plant was one of my grandmother's orchids. You get an orange to caramel sort of flower. It's a miniature flower, highly perfumed. It's caramel orange with a white lip and purple markings when they first open. Very strongly perfumed as well. If you want a good, hardy, practically unkillable Cymbidium, go for this one. Due to where it is positioned up the back, I won't be able to show you the spikes. Well, I could probably try, but this one here has 3 spikes. This plant is, well, my original Cymbidiums that I've got in the garden. Still, actually one of my first name varieties anyway, from memory. Yeah, it is. This one is the only one I've had that, well, first Cymbidium I've had that has been named, that has a name variety that I've got that's still alive. Oh, don't worry. We all, as beginners, tend to kill off our plants. This plant here is about 20 years old as well, thereabouts. They would have been a lot larger if we didn't divide them up, but oh well. So I'll try and show you a spike. Bear with me here. Okay. There's one right here, and the other two are on this side of the pot, I think. Yeah. So I've got another 2 on this side of the pot. Sorry if you couldn't see that none too well. Try and do everything one-handed and you can't see the camera. But with these orchids, how I grow them is I've got them under a great big ancient ash tree, and I've got them sitting on a mulched garden bed, and I've got them in heavy ceramic pots with the semi-epiphyte or semi-terrestrial mix in them and sphagnum moss on top. And so what I do with them is over summer I'm constantly soaking these pots. Over winter I'm not watering them at all because they still get the natural rainfall and it's a protected spot. But on cold nights I will insulate them, saying how we're heading towards, we're in last month of autumn now, heading into winter. I don't know how cold our winter temperatures get here because this is our second winter here, and we're right at the base of the mountains, so I don't know how cold it's going to get for this coming season. But I know Cymbidiums, they're cold hardy. They'll take just about anything. They'll take, our 40-degree summer days and our less than ideal winters. So it'll be interesting to see. I'll post updates when I can, but it'll probably be at the start of every month. I'll try and post an update videos, show you guys what's going on. Oh, and we've got one other thing in here. I completely forgot about it. Stupid me. But we do have in the garden, it's a potted plant. I haven't seen them terribly often, but they're unusual. They're native to our region of our country in Australia. I've got here Petrostylus nutans. It is a native terrestrial orchid known as the nodding greenhood. This is only a little wee thing. I can show you. Well, sorry about the camera skills. Sorry about the poor lighting as well, but there you go, there's our wee little nodding greenhood. These will flower generally in October, or well, late winter, early spring, sort of. But they're little, about an inch, bit less, bit more maybe. They're green and white. And it looks like I have my supervisor here. Tashi, come here. Say hello. Tashi. Tashi, come here. Hey, look. Oh, come on. My gardening buddy. Well, I better let you guys go before she gets too excited. Okay, I'll post my updates at the start of each month when I can. I only post videos if there's something interesting going on. Well, I better get going before the sun sets. Thank you all for watching, and see ya!